If you find that you're not aligned with your current career, you may then want to consider taking a more dramatic pivot by creating a parallel career. This may very well mean starting your own business. Starting your own business is one of the most powerful ways you can take control of your career. It gives you the opportunity to pick projects that excite you, to choose the hours that you work, and to align your work with your values. Developing a side hustle allows you to keep the stability of your current position, whether you're a student or in employment, while also taking on a new and exciting business opportunity at the same time. This way, you can slowly begin to build the skills, knowledge, and network within your new career venture while maintaining the financial stability of your current job role. Here's how you can go about doing it. Firstly, turning your dream side hustle into a reality means you'll need to have excellent organization and time management skills. Not only will you most likely need to manage your current job role, you'll also now need to build your new business venture alongside it at the same time. We've already gone into the topic of time management in Level 2, so we'd suggest you review those video lessons if you're not completely familiar with this already. However, there are a few key points worth recapping in this lesson too. Firstly, choose a simple lifestyle. You can't do or have everything in life. The best way to be successful is to focus on as few things as possible. The more things you have on your radar will mean that you'll end up overwhelming yourself and you'll be far less effective. Choosing to have a simple lifestyle will free up your time, allowing you to focus on making a significant amount of progress towards achieving your new side hustle goals, while also being able to work in your current job at the same time. Ideally, during this transitional period, you just want to be focusing on building your side hustle and blocking mostly everything else out. Secondly, learn to say no to others. A big part of this is not aiming to please everyone. You need to learn how to say no to people. For example, you may need to sacrifice some social activities to help give you more time to building your side hustle. And last but not least, learn to say no to yourself. This also means creating personal boundaries and safeguarding yourself against your negative habits. This will help contribute to your overall well-being and increase your energy, focus, and time. You have to be willing to declutter the small things from your life that may zap your time and energy in small measures, such as unnecessary traveling, shopping, and procrastinating. Secondly, you need to make sure you're financially prepared before making the leap into starting your own side business. Before you start, prepare for risk. Are you ready financially? Have you planned for your worst-case scenario? Have you got a plan B? When it comes to saving money, one of the best things you can do is go back home and live with your parents for a year or two. This will mean you can significantly save on your rent and bills. So, you might want to consider discussing your new business idea with your parents and negotiating if you can move back in with them for a year or so while you get things up and running. To start off with, it's advisable to have at least a simple but detailed budget in place. With a budget in hand, you know exactly what you need to earn to meet all of your financial obligations while also planning for the future. You can use the budget template found in Exercise File 28 to help you with this. It's also advisable that you keep your current commitments on track and make your new mission a part-time side hustle. There are a few reasons for this. Firstly, it gives you a sustainable living income while you work on developing your side hustle. Secondly, it also acts as a plan B, so in the worst-case scenario, if your side hustle doesn't work out, you could relatively easily refocus your career back up the corporate route. Thirdly, your current job should not necessarily be seen as an obstacle. It may very well be foundational and supply you with additional tools and opportunities to help you build your knowledge, skills, and network. And finally, There is also the added bonus that by going about things in this way, it will also minimize any gaps in your CV too. So, for all of these reasons, we think it's a good idea to slowly build your side hustle alongside your current job until your side hustle begins to generate enough income to fully meet your financial needs. However, this could take you a few years before you get to that stage. Now, whether you choose to stay in your current job on a full time or part time basis is up to you and your financial situation. However, if at all possible, and if finances permit, we'd suggest you drop your day job to part time hours and try and live modestly for a year or two as you slowly build up your side hustle. Working full time in your current role will mean that the progress you'll be able to make on your side business will be fairly minimal, so it is advisable to go part-time to avoid burning yourself out. Of course, it may very well be the case that your current employer won't let you drop your hours to part-time, in which case you may need to consider finding a new part-time job. As already mentioned, the key thing during this transitional phase is time management. You want to try and free up as much time as possible in order to then allocate as much time as possible to building your side hustle. One of the best ways to do this is to look for a job working from home by either finding a remote job or setting yourself up as a freelancer. There are many benefits to working from home, including you'll have more time. Did you know that you can save around 450 hours a year working from home? That's precious extra time that you can then refocus into your side business and personal growth. Working from home will also help you save a heap of money on travel, food, childcare, and all the other impulse purchases you would be likely to make when you're out and about. And last but not least, better health. Having more time means you can devote more time to your personal growth plan, which will mean a more focused and energized you. Market research shows that more people are working in legitimate and professional remote-based jobs than ever before, and more companies are offering this type of work too. In 2007, about 10% of the UK workforce worked from home occasionally. Today, that number is around 40%. So it's already now becoming far more accessible to secure yourself a job working from home. However, the top tips within the remainder of this lesson will help increase your chances of success here even further. Typically, your remote job isn't supposed to be anything fancy. It's essentially a cash cow to help financially support you while you work on building your side hustle. So you may want to consider picking a job role that will be fairly low maintenance, possibly entry level. If this is your goal, then we'd suggest searching for these job roles: virtual assistant, digital marketing, customer service, admin assistant, sales, account management, and graphic design. Of course, you want to be choosing a job role according to your specific career goals and experience. Finding a part-time, low-maintenance job is your priority here, but it would be particularly sweet if you can find one operating in your desired industry, so it's worth keeping that in mind too as you go about doing your job search. When applying for a remote-based job, you'll want to highlight the following skills: your experience with digital communication tools, that you're comfortable with technology and that you have good IT skills, your organization and time management skills, and last but not least, demonstrate a leadership mindset. Hiring managers value remote job seekers that are great communicators, have the ability to focus with little supervision, are accountable for their actions, have great time management skills, and are resourceful. Be prepared to let hiring managers know where you'll be setting up your remote office and how you deal with distractions and interruptions. If you're at home, this could mean setting up a quiet space where you'll be physically separating yourself from any distractions. Time management is crucial to any remote worker that wants to build trust with a potential manager to reassure them that you can stick to targets and deadlines, that you'll be available during work hours, and that you don't require micromanagement to stay productive and on task. Having experience using communication tools, collaboration software, and CRM platforms will also help you gain a competitive advantage during the application and interview process. This includes tools such as Zoom, Google Hangout, Google Drive, Google Docs, Slack, Google Keep, and a digital CRM tool such as Salesforce. These online tools allow employees to securely store and access files anywhere there's an internet connection. So, if you're working on a document and want to be able to share it with a coworker, you can just email them the link to the document, and you can both work on it at the same time. By keeping these tips in mind and by following the guidance from Lesson 16, you should have a great chance of having your application noticed by hiring managers. Here are some of the most common interview questions you can come to expect when it comes to interviewing for a remote job. Do you have any previous experience working remotely? What's your home office setup like? How do you like to communicate with coworkers and managers? What's your communication style like? What sort of schedule are you hoping to work? And finally, when you get distracted or lose focus, how do you get yourself back on track? The underlying question in all of these examples is, do you have what it takes to stay focused, get your work done, communicate effectively with your team, and more or less manage yourself? And what do you expect in return from this flexible job? Employers want to know that you can be trusted and diligent in your work, even when you're working different hours or in a different location. And they want to know that you understand what it takes to be successful in a flexible job, and that you'll take that responsibility seriously. This means that it's also advisable that you don't mention anything about your side hustle during the interview process. By keeping these questions in mind and following the guidance from Lesson 17, you should have a great chance of being offered a suitable new job working from the leisure of your own home.